So the match was decided to be played in the Tompkins Square Park. Reason being because the crowd which was expected there was more and it could not be accommodated in the boys' gymnasium. So in that park, everyone who wanted to see could view the match from the ring side or from their windows or from the fire escapes or from the rooftops of the surrounding buildings. So we come on to paragraph 20 now. The local junior high school across from Tompkins Square Park served as the dressing room for all the fighters. So there was a school nearby across the park, and that served as the dressing room for all the fighters. That means the place where the fighters they could get dressed up, they could take rest and all that. The loudspeakers blared into the open windows of the school, and there were loudspeakers surrounding the park which were speaking loudly, which were blaring loudly into the open windows of the school. There were speeches by dignitaries, community leaders, and great boxers of yesteryear. So there were so many people who had come to watch the match, and they were the dignitaries, famous people, the community leaders, and the great boxers of the yesteryears. Yesteryears means the earlier year, the previous time. So they all were giving speeches. This great day was in the tradition of champions emerging from the streets of the Lower East Side. So this had become a tradition, sort of tradition. Tradition means part of, like, we people, we have so many traditions. Like whenever there are festivals, so we have traditional dresses to wear, we have traditional food, and we have traditional ways to do our worship same way. So this had become a this great, it was considered as a very big day. It had become a tradition in the part of the life of the champions, which emerged from the streets of the Lower East Side. Now Lower East Side, it was a sort of working class in a neighborhood in the New York City, where people from different countries, they had come, and they had settled down, often living in difficult conditions. So this event, it was considered as a great tradition. That is why so many people, they turned up to see the match. Felix was accompanied from the classroom by a dozen fans in white t-shirts with the word Felix across their fronts. So, as usual, these people, they had become celebrities now, and so many people, so many fans, they accompanied Felix from the classroom where he was resting, and all were donning white T-shirts. Where they were wearing white T-shirts, and Felix was written. This is very common feature when we see such in events. Then Antonio was escorted down a different stairwell. So Antonio also came out. He came out from a different route. He was escorted. He was accompanied from a different stairwell, a staircase he came down from, and guided through a roped off path. And he was guided through to come to the park through a different roped off path. There was a special park set up there, a special path set up there. As the two children into the as the two climbed into the ring, the crowd exploded with a roar. So as both of the participants, the boxers, they came into the ring, so there was a loud roar of the crowd exploded. So there was a sort of an explosion, they were so loud. Antonio and Felix bowed gracefully. So they bent down gracefully in front of the audience towards each other also, and raised their arms in acknowledgement. And they raised their arms to as an acknowledgement. That means they were accepting the cheers of the people. Bong, bong, bong. The roar turned to stillness, and then a bell was rung, and the roar, the crowd which was speaking so loudly, it turned into stillness. Everyone became still. There was quiet, there was silence. And then there was the announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, the announcer spoke slowly. In this corner, weighing 34 pounds, Felix Vargas. And in this corner, weighing 133 pounds, Antonio Cruz. So the announcement was made. The winner will represent the boys' club in the Tournament of Champions, the Golden Gloves. And it was told that the winner of this match that would be representing the Golden Gloves tournament. There will be no draw, may the best man win. And it was clarified that there would not be any draw and the best man should win. The cheering of the crowd shook the window panes of the old buildings. Again the crowd started cheering so loudly that it rattled the window panes. It shattered. The window panes, they were about to break. Old building surrounding Tompkins Square Park. At the center of the ring, the referee was giving instructions to the youngsters. To both the participants, the referee was giving the instructions of the match, that how they have to play, the rules and regulations and laws. This happens before every match. Keep your punches up. So these are the instructions which the referee gave. He says, keep your punches, the blows which you will put on each other, which you will throw on each other, they should be kept up. No low blows, not on the lower body. No punches on the back of the head. Keep your heads up. Understand? Let's have a clean fight. Now shake hands and come out fighting. So after giving the instruction, the referee told them to shake hands and start the fight. Both youngsters touched gloves and nodded. So they agreed to the instructions and they touched their gloves, sort of a symbolic start of the match. They turned and danced quickly to their corners, and after that they turned and quickly went back excited. With dance means they went back with excitement to their corners. Bong bong, round one. And the round one started. Felix and Antonio turned and faced each other in a fighting pose. And now it was the climax. Let us see whether Felix and Antonio would be able to forget their friendship and fight the match in the true sportsmanship spirit. So let us see whether they'll be successful or whether that friendship will come in between. So Felix and Antonio, they turned and they faced each other. They were in the fighting pose now. Felix wasted no time. And Felix was the one to start. He came in fast, head low, half hunched towards his right shoulder and lashed out a straight left. So Felix was the one to start. He came out fast and half hunched. So his back was hunched. He was bending and towards his right shoulder, and he lashed out and he came out with a straight left. And he came out with this lashed out means came out so fiercely with the blow. Antonio slipped the punch, and Antonio was able to slip the punch and countered with 1, 2, 3 lefts that sent a mild shock coursing through Felix. So Antonio, he slipped that punch and he came back. Countered means he came back, responded with a 3 blows, 1, 2, 3 lefts from the left side, and they were so hard and powerful that he got a shock. Felix, he got a mild shock which went through his body, coursing through his whole body. So he was totally shaken. Now, if Felix had any doubts about their friendship affecting their fight, it was being neatly dispelled. So here the writer says that till now, Felix was the one who had brought up that question of parting the ways for the sake of match. So he says if Felix had any doubt whether the friendship will affect the match or not, so this blow, it cleared all the doubts. It dispelled all the doubts. Dispelled means removed or driven all the doubts which Felix had. So now he was sure that this friendship is not going to affect the match because Antonio was playing like a true fighter. Now we come on to the next page. Antonio danced a joy to behold. So after, shaking his opponent, Antonio, he danced. He was a joy to behold. He had so much of joy that he could not control that. His left hand was like a piston, pumping jabs one right after another with seeming ease. So he was very good at his right, His left hand, sorry. So his left hand was always like, blowing piston. Piston is a part of an engine that moves the things ups and down and make other parts moves. So his left hand was like a piston, and which pumps jabs. Jabs are the quick sharp blows, and his left hand was like a piston jabbing the pumping the jabs right one after the other with very ease. Felix bobbed and weaved, and Phillips were turning left and right and this and that, there and here, and to save himself, and never stopped boring in. But in between, he also never stopped. He was also boring in. Boring in means pushing his way back or making progress against the opponent. Bong. Both fighters froze a punch well on its way. So there was another bell. Now maybe this bell was the stop. So both the fighters, the punch, the blow which they had planned, it was on its way. They froze that punch there only. They stopped it there only, sending up a roar of approval for good sportsmanship. So, and everybody cheered when they showed such good sportsmanship. That means they were following the rules and regulations. When the bell rang, they stopped, they froze, the punch, they froze. Felix and Antonio moved quickly to their respective corners. So after the bell, they went back to their corners to rest. Watch that right, Tony. His trainer talked into his ear. So Tony's trainer was teaching him how to fight. You gotta get in there, fella. And Felix trainer was also guiding him how to play. Poured water over his curly afro locks. So Felix trainer, he poured water because they were feeling very hot. So he poured the water onto his Felix curly locks. Locks are strands of hair, and they were curly. Afro locks means maybe he was an African. Bong, bong, round two, and the bell rang for round two. Felix was off his stool. So Felix came out of his stool and rushed Antonio like a bull, and rushed towards, ran fast towards Antonio, and he charged towards Antonio like a bull, sending a hard right to his head. So now this was Felix's turn. The first round was won by Antonio. Now it's Felix's turn. He's charging. Antonio hurt, sent back a blurring barrage of lefts and rights. So he hit him. Felix hit Antonio very hard, and he was hurt and sent back. And in turn, he also sent back so many series of barrage means series of lefts and right, the blows, and which blurred Felix. Blurred means he could not clearly see now. Rights to the body, lefts to the head. So here and there, rights onto the body and lefts onto the head. Neither fighter was giving an inch. So no fighter was leaving any space to lose. Each of them was fighting in a very nice way. In a fog, Felix heard the roaring of the crowd. So this time, Felix, in a fog, like he could not see because both of them, they were fighting clearly, very badly. So Felix heard the roaring of the crowd, who seemed to have gone insane. The crowd seemed to have gone mad. Insane means mad with the excitement. His head cleared to hear the bell at the end of the round. So the second round came to an end. And of course, Felix was the clear winner in this round. He was glad. His trainer sat him down in his corner. Antonio was doing what all fighters do when they are hurt. And on the other side of the corner, Antonio was sitting because he was hurt, and he was doing what all the other fighters do when they are hurt. They sit and smile at everyone. So he did not show any kind of pain or anguish, although he was hurt, but he was smiling. The referee signaled the ring doctor to check the fighters out. So through some gestures, the referee signaled the doctor to come in and check. He did so and then gave his okay. So he found both the fighters okay. The cold water sponges brought clarity to both brothers. So still, the writer has used the word brothers. So cold water sponges, they were thrown on them so that they could feel better, and they could come back to their senses, sort of. Pong, round 3 started. The final round. Up to now, it had been tic tac toe, pretty much even. So up till this round, right, round 1 was won by Antonio. Then Felix was the winner in the second round. So it was quick, pretty much even till now. So, but everyone knew there could be no draw. But everyone knew that the match has a decision. We could not end up in a draw, and this round would decide the winner. Both pounded away. So both of them, they started fighting, beating, and blowing each other. Neither gave an inch and neither fell to the canvas. So neither of them gave a chance for the other to overpower them, overcome them, and neither of them fell to the canvas also. Neither of them fall down also. Felix's left eye was tightly closed. So his eye had been tightly closed because of the swelling due to the punch, and blood poured from Antonio's nose. So both of them were hurt. They fought toe to toe. So they were fighting from in front of each other, standing in front of each other. The sounds of their blows were loud in contrast to the silence of the crowd gone completely mute. And this third round was being the final round. Everybody was tensed, and they had gone mute, silent, and you could only hear the sound of the blows, the fighting. Bong, bong, bong. And the final bell rang. The bell sounded over and over again. And the bell was ringing over and over again. Felix and Antonio were past hearing, and they kept on. They did not hear the bell. Both of them did not stop after the bell also. So bell went on again and again, but both of the boys, they kept fighting. They were past hearing. They could not, as if they could not hear the bell. It was beyond their hearing. Their blows continued to pound on each other like hailstones. The blows, they were fighting each other and throwing like hailstones. The blows were pounding on each other. Hailstones, you understand, na? A few days back we had hailstones when it rained very badly. Finally, the referee and the two trainers pulled the two fighters apart. And then, these boys were continuously fighting, not stopping. So the referee had to come, and two other trainers, they had to come, and they had to pull them apart. They had to separate them with lot of difficulty. Cold water was poured over to them to bring them back to their senses, and the cold water was thrown to them so that they come back normal. They looked around and then rushed towards each other, and then they looked around, or they were separated first, and then they looked around, and then they rushed towards each other. Again they started rushing towards each other. This sent a wave of shock in the crowd, because they thought maybe again they are going for fighting, for beating each other. They are not stopping, and the crowd thought that it would be a fight to death. Somebody is going to kill the other one. So a cry of alarm surged through the Tompkins Square Park. Everyone was shocked. Was this going to be a fight to the death? So the fear which had sprung up, it soon gave away. It went away to wave upon of the cheering, to wave upon wave of cheering, and it was the fear gave way to cheering now. As the two amigos, they embraced each other. Actually, they had rushed towards each other to embrace each other. No matter what the decision, they knew they would always be champions to each other. So they did not worry about the decision, because they were happy that they had fought in the true sportsmanship spirit. So they knew both were champions. Bong, bong, bong. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner and representative to the Golden Gloves tournament of the champion is. And as the referee was going to announce the winner, that he turned back to announce, and he found both the boys disappeared. They were not there. The announcer turned to point out to the winner and found himself alone. Shocking. Arm in arm, the champions had already left the ring. So the friends, after fighting the match in the true spirit, they were friends again. So see, this is actually friendship, no? Friendship in its true sense. We should have such understanding between our friends, so that even if sometimes some misunderstanding sprangs up, or take some situations like this come in front of, we should be able, the friendship should be able to handle it. So bye for now, and try to read this chapter once again, and try to A part and B part, and we'll discuss it next time. Thank you.